Do you know how many files your employees have uploaded, downloaded, emailed, airdropped, Slacked, or shared via Google Drive today? A lot of that data has left your organization, and you don't even know it. Visit code42.com to learn how Insider prevents data exfiltration.
Nothing. I ain't got no insecurities going on. What the heck is going on? I paused. I said, all right. This, of course, this wasn't immediately, Susan. This was 2 hours in. Okay. I guess it's because why would I ever get an answer at the moment I wanted? Right. Really? Okay. Why would that ever happen? About 6-ish, I finally get the answer, and it poured out into my meeting. So here's my meeting. I want to alarm you, but the alarm has plenty. Well, let me just tell you. I want you all to focus on the fact that this software is coming. It would be here, I don't know, 28 days from now. I want you to understand that there's so much energy behind it. Actually, it is my life's work. And that's the truth. That's the truth. I want you to think about all that energy. And I'm going to keep saying energy over and over because this is what was revealed to me, Susan. Okay? I want you to think about all that energy into this one thing. I kept saying, man, what is it? And then I had to realize, man, that's right. Everything's energy. Follow my thought process. I'm about to drop it on you. Everything's energy. Okay? Everything's energy. So then I never once in my life, Steve, thought about this answer. But this ain't part of it. I was just going through this process. I was like, why people got a problem with money? I was like, I need to do a video on that. Literally said this. I said, because if everything is energy, and if people believe, God is energy, then money is just a different manifestation of God. Why do people have a problem with money? Never once thought about this in my life.
Did you just teach me something?
I did. Never thought about that in my life. I sit there. I'm thinking, why do people have a problem with God? Right? I'm just thinking.
All this is at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Man, this is about 4:50 by now, right? 4:50. I'm trying to get to my answer. I'm trying to get to an answer, and I've never in my life thought about money is just God, because the earth is the Lord's, right, Grace? And the fullness thereof. You ain't got no problem when you say that. So why is money any different, right? And I'm thinking, man, money is just a manifestation of God. And if we think like that, then we wouldn't have a problem with money. And we wouldn't have a problem getting lots of gods and lots of money, because when you have it, you share it around the world. And one should be fruitful and multiply, right? I'm thinking all this stuff. And I'm still trying to get to my answer. What the hell is wrong with me, right? I was just saying, like, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? And then it dawned on me. I was just telling someone close to my circle, hey, chill out. Chill out. I told them, and I'm telling y'all right now, I said, hey, do not take me for granted, okay? This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Just let me set this up. Said, do not take me for granted. I don't even plan on being here as long as you think I am. That's what I said. And they arguing, and I don't argue. I don't know if y'all know me. I don't argue. I got 2 modes, Steve. I'm going to knock you out, okay? Or I'm going to just act like you don't exist. You understand? And since I ain't knocked nobody out since about 2005, then I'm just act like you don't exist. It's the last time I knocked somebody out. I've been fighting a long time, okay? Long time. Park Apartments, apartment number 86. I had knocked somebody smooth out. His name was George. True story, okay? True story. Now, back to the prosperity. And I go, I see the world without time. I had no idea. This popped out my mouth. So back to 6 this morning. I said, I know what I'm supposed to do this morning. I'm already telling them about the software is coming. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I wrote it down word for word, and I want to read it to you. And it's the only thing I'm talking about. You need to be ready for October, which will probably be the worst month of the year, maybe the worst month of the decade, maybe the worst month of the century. Let's talk. Here I am. I'm trying to figure out, Steve, what the heck is going on, man? Why I keep thinking, what's with this feeling? And I realized, Law, I need to warn y'all. I do. Because everything's just energy. That's why I brought up that money thing. This is what got me here. If I had to, for the first time ever, I said, man, God's just money. And if I said that, and if everything's just energy, I need y'all to understand that October is the month before election month in America. And propaganda and all that energy. I don't know about y'all. And I'm not going to say I've never seen it like this ever before in my life, because I read a book or two. Okay. But it certainly feels like we time travel back to 1647. If you look like me, okay? And all that energy is out there. And all of y'all need to be prepared, because here's 3 solutions. Number 1, you need to get a lot of money. You should write this down. Number 2, you need to protect your house with some sort of insurance. Number 3, you need to protect your own life with some sort of insurance. Get a lot of money. Protect thine dwelling. Protect thine life. Now, that's the worst this conversation is going to get. Typically, I say it's the easiest. I'm doing it the exact opposite, Steve. It's the worst this conversation is going to get. Because then I'm saying to myself, so that's where the feeling comes from. Because I need to communicate. It's being communicated to me, so I need to communicate it to others. And I'm saying to myself, all right, I got it. Money. All right, then. So if money is energy, and Allah, God, Dios is energy, or a great form of it, sourced, and then money would be God. And I said, okay, so what does that mean? How do I equate that? And then it dawned on me, what's going on is October is going to be one of the worst months ever. Not because I'm dooming and glooming, because the energy is already there. You ain't got to believe me. Everything is currency. What do we call money? Currency. Everything is energy. The energy is already there. Between Brexit, between India and China border, between the Indian and Bangladesh border, between the American and Mexico border, between United Kingdom, kind of got part of, what is it, Steve? On the left side of the United Kingdom. Irish, god dog. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Okay. Kind of, and then kind of does not have it, to what else has been happening? Oh, the wall. Let's build a wall. To locking children in cages. To vigilantes taking law in their own hands. Just everything is already there, because, and as a collective consciousness, we have decided to go through hell. Because of the individuals, because of the collective, group consciousness hasn't decided to rise to the level of awareness of some individuals. And then it dawned on me, maybe I should warn my people that everything will be what they desire it to be. Because if I'm telling you that with the propaganda, with everything's going to happen, because all that's energy. Just listen to your politics. That's energy. If you don't understand what I'm saying, let me catch everybody up on the same level of awareness so I can move forward in the conversation. and get to, well, I'm already in the positive part, and get to more of the positive part where it'd be acceptable for all of your ears and palatable to your senses. It's real simple. If you have a thought, E equals MC squared. Here's what that means. That means energy, this is Einstein, equals mass times the speed of light squared. I'll break it down even more simpler. That matter is just dense energy. I'll break it down even more simpler than that. That matter, things, manifestations, solid objects are just energy stacked on top of itself over and over and over, and it's moving so slowly but so densely, but at the speed of light, but together where it can't move, to where it becomes this phone. Simple as that. And this phone was first a thought, and this phone was a thought. Okay? And over time, they became energy in a collected area, and it became a thing. And I'm telling y'all, using my platform, it's a whole lot of energy out there. And come October, it's going to be real thick. And it ain't going to touch me, because I'm not in resistance of none of it. Let's talk. As you move forward, you just need to respect that darkness comes. It's part of the process. You don't resist dark. It just is. Am I making sense to somebody? I'm telling you that, and I just posted something. I do this a lot, Susan. I say stuff and people go, he just something, right? They say he's just, first off, no one listens to teachers. No one. And I'm typically in a teaching role, so people automatically dismiss teachers. That's so it's not personal. It just is what it is. But I told y'all something like this was going to happen, didn't I? I wrote a whole article about it. I literally did. And I stumbled across in this meditation period law and found out, so Amazon been privately, Jerry, passing laws with the FAA for drones. First time I said it publicly was on Justin's podcast. Second time I said it publicly, I wrote it in the article. But I've been saying it privately. So I'm doing it again. Right now, my Nostradamus thing. October is going to be one hell of a month. It has to be. Because those who want to win in November need all that energy to get where they need it to go. And you're going to have two colliding forces of energy. And right there is where you should listen to me. Because that's where you make all your money. What did I say? Money is just energy. Listen to me. Grace, we didn't lead off this way. 11 o'clock last night. The Rockets were in the middle of losing to Oklahoma. She had to unmute the mic real quick. She got some cussing to do. I just heard that again this morning on Facebook. Forbes News has 2-year forecast for drones. There you go. I'm not, well, I guess I am smart, but I just be looking. And how does Abraham say it? Tuned in, tapped in, turned on? Is that? I don't know how I can never say it so cool.
Tuned in, tapped in, turned on.
All right, say it so cool. I'm tapped in. All right, I'm tapped in. But,
and for the Rockets, Reggie couldn't make it out to Orlando to coach him. That's why
That's what it was.
That's what it was. He couldn't make it to Orlando.
So check me out. The Rockets.
Antonio,
yes, ma'am.
Speaking of Rockets, this morning in LA, there were 3 different airlines that they're flying in 3,000 feet up in the air, and they almost hit a guy in, I don't know what, Rocket Man, the little where they're flying in the air. I think they call it Rocket Man, and never before has anything like that happened.
Never. She's talking about those jetpacks.
Jetpacks, yeah.
Yep.
They're calling them Rocket Man. but 3 different airlines reported it to the towers, and it was amazing. It was shocking.
It is amazing. It is amazing that humans were flying in twisted metal,
Yep.
heavy twisted metal, aluminum to be exact, and another human was using jet proportional flammable fuel to go up as well. It's like none of this stuff makes sense, y'all. This is
And not in the field,
greatness.
not in the field somewhere in a remote place at LA airport, 3,000 feet above. So you're talking about the chaos and everything going on in the world right now. That's another thing.
Y'all, you're right, Susan. The energy's out there. Check me out, y'all. Let's go back to the Rockets. I'm gonna make this make sense. The Rockets were losing. I'm saying that because I don't like the Rockets, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. You get on Grace nerves. We're losing. But all that energy, somebody was making money. Let's bring it to traffic, Jerry. I make this joke all the time. I say it's 2 types of people, Law. There's those who complain about traffic, and there are those who are grateful for traffic. Those who complain about traffic, they are slaves to something. That's slavery. And those who are grateful that traffic exists are controlling that traffic exists. If you own the Yankee Stadium, you're very happy there's a lot of traffic. If you're paying for a ticket, you are not happy there's a lot of traffic. There are only 2 types of people. Okay. I'm pretty simple with my practicality. Very simple. I don't typically have a third in there. You know, when it comes to earth realm, it's pretty much binary. Okay. If you want to get philosophical, then it pretty much gets trinary at that point. Okay. All this is energy. I'm telling y'all that in I've made more money in 2020 than I've ever had in all the years of my combined life. Just think about this for a second. Because it's just energy. I'm just talking to Jerry, y'all eavesdropping, because me and Jerry, we like doing stuff like this. I ain't talking to nobody else. Jerry, they don't like you no more than they like me. The only difference, Jerry, is if there's a hole to be dug, okay, I'm in the hole, you on the truck. That's the only difference. You understand? That's the only difference. We're just gonna keep it real, Jerry. It's just me and you. We ain't nobody here. That's the only difference is they don't like you either. You understand? They don't like you either. They like what they like, and it ain't you, and it ain't me. Period. And if both of us had to make $7 an hour, they would have me in the hole and have you on the truck. That is it. Managing me. That's all. Let's just keep it real. Okay? Now let's go even realer. And they, whoever they is, don't understand or do understand that it's just energy. And if me and you want to stop digging the hole and own the hole diggers, we need to tap into the frequency of that. I'll make it make more sense. Don't worry about it. Let me get as weird as possible now. If you turn on your radio, if you go to a FM station, it literally is a frequency in the air that someone has tuned into to communicate sound both to and fro. It just is what it is. It actually is frequency modulation would be the phrase there. And I'm telling all y'all, 2020 is going, October 2020. Let's go back to Jerry, it's just me and you again. In that truck, as you manage me, and you tell me, and we friends, like, look, Jerry's going to be a good manager. You know what I'm saying? The system just wants him in the truck and me in the hole. This is what it is. It's all right. It's okay. It ain't his fault. Ain't my fault. And what's going to happen, Jerry? If they going to sit there, we're going to be in that truck. You're going to be in there. I'm going to hop in the passenger side. You're going to drive. It's all good. And I'm going to have a blue collar. You're going to have a white collar. But both our cars are going to be dirty. It's all good. And check this out. We're going to go home. We're going to feed our little sheep. And, we're going to make the fish fly. And the dog's going to, swim. All that stuff, okay? Everything's going to happen. It's going to be just fine. And here's what's going to happen. They still
I'm buying the beer.
You buy the beer. That's it. In fact, we're going to drink on the job. Listen, we got to do what we got to do. And right there, Jerry, all that energy is going to be around us. And all we can do is make $7. Rewind, press play. At this very moment, let's play with me for a second. This happened all in meditation this morning, y'all. Just let me. Here I go. Total world deficit. Let's do that. 2020. I don't even know what this is going to say. Whew. That's insane. As of August, what number is this, Grace? I went to public school, man. I'm struggling here. What is that?
That's 26 trillion, 504 billion, 299 million, $529,617.
You mind if I just say 26 trillion? Is that cool? Because that's easy for me. I went to public school. All right, here we go. While me and Jerry in this hole making $7.25 an hour, the way money works, and Steve, you know this. Steve has no choice but to know this because Europe and England invented central banks in the first place, okay? And now they're everywhere. And wherever there is an ally, there is a central bank. Is this fair? Am I getting too woke on y'all? Wherever there's an ally, there's a central bank. Wherever there is not an ally, there is not a central bank. You do know there's not a central bank in Russia or China, right? Is that? I'm saying too much. Okay, there you go. I'll be called the Congress 10 years from now. All right, here we go. Now check me out. Me and Jerry in the hole drinking beer. $7.25. We should argue over who's in the hole, who's driving. That's what they want us doing. What they don't want us doing is me and Jerry going, bro, there's $26 trillion in circulation. Why the hell we only got $7 of it? I just arrived at my full point. And if you ain't catch that, you just don't catch me. Because I think like that. Right now, the only way to get money in a capitalistic society is you must borrow it from a central bank or a Federal Reserve. That means that if there's $26.5 trillion in debt, there is equally $26.5 trillion in circulation, and you can't hold $20. And I'm telling y'all that the way this life has worked up, somewhere about fourth week in September, we're going to be done with this software. And then the worst month of your year is going to happen. And that is not a bad thing. That's energy. And all you got to do is tap into that energy. And the worst month of the year for everybody else will be the best month of the year for you. I'm here to boldly tell you in your face that all those yearly goals y'all got, I'm going to say put it in October. Straight like that. Name me another time you won't have as much collective energy in one spot. It's going to be people in other countries paying attention to the American election because I pay attention to every election. Anywhere the US dollar is traded, which is 60 to 70% of the world, I pay attention to all those elections. Come on, Deanna, you finna say something because I ain't done. I
You
might
answered
cancel class and stay on this. I might. God dog it.
you actually answered, because I was about to ask you how do we use that energy, but you said it. Everybody's eyes are going to be on the United States. So like you always tell us to ride your energy, we ride that energy, and we just push with everything in us, and we just push and push. If you have something to launch it in October. If you have a new podcast.
No, they got something to launch. It's Ricasa, like a mother. You understand?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Real talk,
yes.
though. Listen,
yes.
they gon' how you say it, Grace, in your religion? Separate we from the chaff, the sheep from the goats.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, they gonna separate themselves. Left gonna go left, right gonna go right for you. We don't even have to sift no more. If you like left, take your ass left. Do you understand? I'm just gonna keep it the way I want to say it. If you like right, go right. Whatever makes you comfortable, you go over there, because they both gonna be complaining. And you're the solution to those complaints. And never in the history of 2020 is more people going to be complaining and divided come the full month of October and the day after the election. And right there, you can make all your money goes. Because let me tell you something. I got you, Deanna. Let me tell you something. All that putting the time year of 2 years on your stuff, somebody gonna make the money you want to make over your lifetime in October. Period. And I guarantee you, the same people you hate are gonna make that. I couldn't figure out, man, what's wrong with this energy? When I told y'all it's the worst year, but I also said, but it's a positive thing, you need that energy. It's just currency. You doing e-commerce? They complaining, yo. They complaining. I wish you would be, yep, listen, my name is Justin. Thank you very much. I got your solution. Sure do. Sure do. Hit my Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Deanna. You're finna say something.
No, I was just saying, when you were saying everybody going to be divided, what we do here with Ricasa is we just swoop in and say, oh, well, since you're over there, guess what? Oh, since you're over here. Like you're saying, ride the energy. You used to tell us that all the time, and everything just connected for me.
Good. See, my problem is, see, Steve, let me tell you what my problem is. My problem is when you start talking abundance, people think you're crazy. That's my problem. See, my problem is, even in my animation, my charisma, I'm always talking about abundance. So people always write me off as, can't nobody be that happy. He up to, don't fool me now. Come on now. Ain't nobody.
I hate to break it to you, but you're in for a big surprise. 5 years from now, Jane, who's resigning today, will ring the NASDAQ bell, officially launching her company on the public market. And what you'll soon realize is that Jane stole your most valuable data to start her new company on her way out the door. Learn how Code 42 Insider can stop data theft and protect your organization's most valuable assets. Visit code42.com to learn more.
Ain't nobody. When he gonna get mad? When he up to something? He probably got a computer full of porn or whatever. I don't know what they say about me, but whatever they say, they saying something. You understand? They saying something. Ain't no sense in me sugarcoating. Okay, whatever. It's not flattering. Whatever they saying. You know, we know they not saying, "Oh, what a good young man." We know they ain't saying that. All that makes people not hear what I'm saying. Just a few. And that's fine by me, because I only want a few. I only want 100,000 millionaires. I'm very vocal about that, okay? Just 100,000. Steve gonna go do 100,000 what? I just want 100,000. That is it. Hear me well. I'm a fool around trying to get all 100,000 in October. Sure am. I got cuss words in my spirit right now. Do you understand? I sure am. No matter if I make it. And here's the crazy part. I might just actually pull it off and get the whole 100,000 in October, and then it manifests itself sometime later. But I'm going October. I'm already live every day like I'm a die. But in October, I'm going 100 times stronger. They're gonna have to remind me to eat, Susan. They, come here, just please. They're gonna have to remind me to eat. Because that's too much energy out there, and I'm not passing that up. All this energy, come on, y'all, just with me. I want you to just think about the last 3 days of news, just 3. I'm not even asking you to think about the last. No, you know what? Today is on this side of the world, September 1st. So let's think about what was it? So August is 4th, September. Right? August, September. Yeah. So 31 days. Let's think about August 31st only. Just August 31st. Were you not both shocked and was like, you know what, that's normal now, at all the news you saw? Don't fool me now. Whether it be from your timeline or it's crazy out here. And somebody cashing in. Let me teach you something. One of my most popular keynotes, it's on my page right now on the Facebook page. It's got like, I don't know, 70,000 views or something. It's called Account for the System. And in this, I'll go to Prairie View University, if you don't know what that is, Prairie View A&M. It's a historical black college and university, D1. Very prestigious. Just boom. And I go in there and I tell these 18-year-old kids, Lord, listen, if you don't account for the system will account for you. I'm going to tell y'all the same thing. If you don't account for this energy will account for you. How y'all going to let folk sneak dish you, spend billions of dollars in propaganda? My man, Bloomberg, he gave me new goals. He spent $500 million on ads in 30 days. Right there alone, and lost. Steve, right there alone, that's 500 million pieces of energy in a losing effort from one person. You fool around and tap into that frequency and get 1% of that. What is that, Grace? You know, she gone. Somebody tell me what 1%. What's 1% of 500 million? You know, I went to public school. That's a lot.
5 million.
You got a problem with 5 million, Steve? Yeah, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I put it under the mattress. You know, it's you know, I've had more, but I'm okay with that, Antonio. I'm okay with that for one night. I get you. I'm with you too. I sure hope y'all hear me. Because I'm either way over your head or something else. I don't know. Here's the deal. That's a lot of energy out there. And I find it no coincidence. In my world, there's nothing random. You keep whatever you believe, okay? I'm not even talking religious. I'm just saying practicality. There's nothing random. There are things that we don't understand, but every event has its place and within every event, okay? In my world, that's just me. I find it no coincidence that I was going to launch this company last year. I said, nah. Then the software was supposed to be done by April, but COVID-19 hit. And India went on full lockdown. The world's largest democracy went on the world's largest lockdown. Okay, let me just tell you. And then I just told them, take your time. Take your time. And right before what I assume to be the worst year yet, worst month yet, the software gonna be ready. That's not random to me. That seems like divine timing. Antonio, can you explain to us why COVID-19, why y'all not hurting? Come on, man. How you build a recession-proof business? For one, I would tell you, depending on who you are, I would say, well, you know what I'm saying? We was ready for it. We control our expenses. But that ain't the truth, y'all. Can I tell you why we winning? It's simple. People out there scared. And when you get scared, you need instructions. And we are the world's best instructors. Period. Point blank. Prove me wrong. Tell me another place that has consistent instruction. The world is looking for instruction, and we just happen to be the vehicle. Could have been anybody. It's either just dumb luck or divine timing. Your choice. And y'all fit to have the software and get 50% revenue, 50% commission, your money from revenues, and everybody need instruction. Do y'all know if the world was a better place, the ATS Business University would not exist? Does that make sense to you? How can you have ministry with no mess? How can you have police with no crime? Hey, come on. If dirt didn't exist, soap wouldn't exist. It just is what it is. And without, I can't, this sounds so bad. I hope it just lasts to 2025. I hope it do. I hope it do. Because I plan on being a super billionaire by the end. You know what I'm saying? If I can just get the hell to keep my ass to 2025, I know everybody ain't gonna like that, ain't gonna be popular, but if I could just get it, I'm gonna make 100,000 millionaires and maybe even more. I only want 100,000, but if I do it by accident, that's cool. But I'm definitely putting on flip-flops after that 100,000. You understand? And I don't even wear flip-flops. I'm definitely doing that after 100,000. Definitely. Process this information, y'all. It's a lot of bad energy out there. And all you got to do is tap into the frequency and cash in. And here's the deal. As weird as I sound, they ain't got the fortitude, I watched it, to tell you that. But they doing it to you every day. Every time I hear that 55 million Americans are unemployed, I know somebody's controlling that number. Every time I hear over 100 million Indians are unemployed, I know somebody's controlling that number. Every single time they tell me that people that got shot in Chicago over the weekend in these large numbers, I know somebody controlling that. First of all, I've been black my whole life. We don't shoot people on the weekends. I'll just tell you that. This is an opinion, but I'm telling you the culture. Just telling you what it is, okay? Secondly, if you know what crime rate is, it means you're controlling it. Let me explain. If I know that this water bottle is a water bottle, and I know how much liquid is in it, I am accounting for it. And the moment I account for this water bottle, Jerry, I now control it because the mere accounting is controlling. So if I just want this water bottle to just be subject to nature, I won't do nothing about it. I just leave it here. Therefore, I'm controlling it by doing nothing. If I want to empty it, then I just take the top off and I empty it. Therefore, I'm controlling it by emptying it. If I want it more full, then I fill it up. No matter what I do, the moment I account for anything, I control what I just accounted for. That's too deep for some. In quantum physics, they call it conscious observer. Okay? And I have no idea what they call it in New Age thinking. I have no idea what they call it in Islam, Christianity, or Judaism. So is a man thinketh, so is he. Does that help you out a little bit? Okay, there you go. Here's what I shall tell thee. That if they telling y'all that it's bad out here, somebody's controlling it. I dare you to look up how much money the top 1%, me included, have made since March. I dare you to Google it. It's disrespectful. It's grossly irresponsible. I've said this once before, I'll say it again. If we ever have a World War III, it will be a civil war between the wealth and the wealth not. This is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. We're doing too much. We're doing too much. And I'm not one of the few people giving back. It's plenty of me out there. I just have to be in your reality. There is a lot of energy out here. It's all bad. And how can you get good without bad? Share that, Deanna. She just sent me a link. Share it. This is just share it. Share your screen. I look at this stuff all the time, so y'all don't have to. It's Jerry. It's disrespectful, man. They just look. I ain't never even seen this link before. $637 billion richer during the pandemic. You stop it. That was at the beginning of the last month. You stop it. And counting. That's because somebody's controlling the pandemic. I'm not telling you about no conspiracy, all that stuff they do. I ain't telling you all that. I'm just saying if I can account for it, I can control it. I can control who heals, who does not. I can control where it goes, where it does not. All that stuff on the internet, and it ain't real or it's a hoax, stop that crap, okay? Like, let's not disagree with science. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, Steve, what I'm saying, Jerry, what I'm saying, Deanna, is if I know the numbers, I'm also controlling them. And it's time for y'all to step up. If you know October is coming, you better control it. What you think they're going to do the month before election? What you think? It's the last push. What would you do if you was fit to get publicly embarrassed in front of the entire world? Would you be passive or aggressive? Whoever loses is going to be publicly embarrassed. Y'all understand? How many? Let me just keep it real. Let me see. I got my hand up first. How many of y'all? We got you messed up if you're gonna publicly embarrass me. Come on now. I got my hand up first. It's all right. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Susan.
Well, you're talking about them controlling it. Trump yesterday said that the death in the U.S., that's not the real number. It's really like 9,000. I mean, I don't know how he thought he would get away with that. He tweeted that. And that is because that number are those that didn't have underlying conditions. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But they did die from COVID. They just might have had some other heart disease, diabetes, something else. But that's his way.
Well, that's a
control that.
No doubt. He's a fantastic marketer. I can tell you that for sure. There's no doubt about it. He is a super marketer. He's got some ATS Business University skills on him. Okay.
How about that?
Yeah. I mean, that's equivalent to say,
doesn't use them in the right way.
No. But, individual or not, listen, y'all know me. I don't care nothing about, and there's a reason why I don't care about stuff, because I don't have the option. I've been in poverty my whole life. I don't have the option to care about stuff. What I got to care about is getting out. And now that I'm out, And the way I shed a light, I got to bring people out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not afforded the luxury to worry about what rich people are doing. Told y'all, I didn't even know I was rich until my CPA told me. I didn't understand how it worked because I still was me, still in this country. And I didn't feel no different. Do you understand what I'm saying? I ain't know nothing. But I'm telling y'all, they accounting for all this stuff. So you better start accounting for it too. Think about it. Publicly embarrassed. I just need you to get, whether it's Trump or Biden, it's going to be publicly embarrassed. It doesn't matter to me who. If you care about who is your president, you don't have your own economy. Because the faster you get to your own economy, the less you're going to care. Do you understand? All right. Now, that being said, you need to know that it's time for you to start accounting for some of this stuff. And if you fit to get publicly embarrassed in front of 7.8 billion people, you would go as hard in the paint as you could, right? Think about that. I want all of you to be, see, this is why when I be talking, like I don't want to make you lay your religion down, but can you just lay that high horseness about you down just for a second? If you was getting ready to be and publicly embarrassed in front of 7.8 billion people on live TV for it to be recorded forever and then run on the internet for generations to come and for the rest of the world history, wouldn't you do everything you can not to be embarrassed? And all that energy is about to happen in October. And you better tap into it. Now, let me, somebody say, okay. Let me say something real quick. Let me jump back to what Susan said. Let me be very, very clear. I saw it in the chat too, so I'll say it. The CDC reported that about 9,000 people. I actually saw that article. I had no idea about the president's tweet, but I did see the article. This is where you start accounting for and controlling energy. Because if I say, well, there's, like 9,000 deaths a year from alcohol. And you would say, don't disrespect my family like that because I had a cousin that just died from liver failure. See what I'm doing there? Because of alcohol, because of car collision, alcohol, or whatever. Or there's people on this very call right now with family members affected and deaths of HIV. Well, you know what I'm saying. Nobody dies from HIV. True. It just makes you susceptible to other diseases. All right? So in fairness, watch how people account for the energy and program you. Because this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's exactly what I'm talking about.
It's like twisting words.
It is, and they supposed to. It's their job to twist words. They get paid for twisting words. Okay, let's do this again. If you are getting ready to be embarrassed forever in front of 7.8 billion people, as moral as y'all are,
I have to be honest, I would protect my image.
Every last one of us would. Every last one of us would. And then we would justify it with some form of righteousness. I got to protect my kids. I know what's best for the world. Whatever, we would justify it. We wouldn't just do it. We would morally convince ourselves that we were right. And I'm telling y'all, trillions of dollars is getting ready to be spent, and it's going to come to a climax in October. All you need is 1% of that to reach your lifetime monthly goal. Or I'm just a tinfoil hat rambling idiot. It's up to you. But as for me, I'm tapping into it, Jerry. I'm going after the whole 100,000 in October. I never in my lifetime said, I'm gonna do 100,000, make 100,000 millionaires in 1 month. I ain't never said, first off, that don't even sound right. Okay? I don't even want to do the math, Grace, because I know how you like to break the math down with that would be this many a day. That is just going to intimidate me. You understand what I'm saying? Like I would look at them numbers and go, whoo, I shouldn't have said that in front of them, right? I'm not even going to do all that, okay? I'm not even going to do all that. I'm just telling you, I'm respecting the energy of it all. All that energy is going to be out there. So I'm telling y'all these actionable steps to get this done. I said get a lot of money, protect your house with insurance, and protect your life with insurance. That was the warning I gave you. Because October's the month to do that if you don't have it. If you ain't got no will, don't be like Aretha Franklin and die without one. Wasn't she that did that? Don't do that. Because they're going to divide up your dresses and your suits. Death brings fools out. Death brings fools out. They will divide your stuff up and argue amongst one another. And don't nobody care about your legacy at that point. And I'll be damned if my legacy gonna be 500 suits that my kids gonna divide up and then donate. Nah, you ain't donate my legacy. I'm saying a whole lot here. My legacy ain't no clothes. If a moth can eat up my legacy, I don't want it. You understand? Now pay attention to this last part. I would absolutely declare that in October, you're going to tap into all the energy. And all you got to do is just listen to everybody complaining and give them instructions. That's it. All you have to do is share your link or whatever that may be, or name do you get with Steve, and you like however you. I don't give a. I don't care. You understand? No matter to me. I'm just telling you that it's gonna be over 100,000 people complaining per zip code, and some zip codes gonna have 12,000 people in them, and it's gonna still be 100,000 people complaining. They all gonna be complaining. And guess what you get to do? Or postal code, depending on where you're at. Guess what you get to do? You get to give them a free link or a solution or something. I wouldn't even try to convert people in October. I would just sign up, and I'll just create so much dust. Grace, that sound good to you? I just create so much dust. So in November, I'm trying to figure it out. The seeds y'all plant in October will change the rest of your life. I'm telling you right now. Went through that when my grandma passed. You ain't lying, bro. Life insurance, estate planning is a must for everyone. They're about to make it mandatory for Social Security benefits. They even tax us in our death, which is, Jerry, I was about to go a whole other 16 minutes. I'm gonna let that alone. I'm gonna let that
20%.
I'm gonna let that alone. 20 law. You sound like you know. You sound like you just went through it. Oh Lord, that just
whatever it is, it's 20% per whatever it is.
that burns my chops, man. It burns my chops. I'm just all right. Y'all, my point here today is I kept saying, man, I got this bad feeling, man. And I was feeling the energy of what was around me, and I didn't know it. And then I said, what am I supposed to do with this? And it dawned on me. You know everything is just energy. All you got to do is tap into the right frequency and pull the money out there. And that's been my message to you. And I know this for sure, y'all. When you disconnect from me in about 90 seconds, There will be people that will scream when I am screaming. It ain't going to be many of us, because the collective consciousness will scream louder. And if you find another me in this reality, you need to connect to both of us. But if you can't find nobody else like me saying what I'm saying, teaching what I'm teaching, your ass was supposed to be right here. And I don't care if you mind if I cuss or don't mind, because you needed to hear it. You need to be here. And you need to do something. You need to move. Stop playing, because that energy in October is going to account for you, or you're going to account for it. Period. As for me, my house, there is a mansion that I'm getting ready to purchase. That's all I say right now. Monica knows it. She's seen it. She's seen it. She's seen it. Grace seen it. It's got my own basketball court in there, Jared. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Got a whole sports complex. And I don't feel like paying the bill. October gonna pay that bill. How about that? Did I make my point clear? And I need y'all to think the same way. You understand? I ain't paying the bill. October is. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the marketing call. Y'all have a good one.
Do you know how many files your employees have uploaded, downloaded, emailed, airdropped, slacked, or shared via Google Drive today? A lot of that data has left your organization, and you don't even know it. Visit code42.com to learn how Insider prevents data exfiltration.
Remember back in January when a group of Redditors drove up the price of GameStop?
It was discombobulating. It was disturbing. Like, what the hell is going on?
I'm Annie Minoff, and I also wanted to know what was going on. Since then, I've talked to dozens of people and learned the full story of how a Reddit forum fueled a massive stock surge. One that took Wall Street totally by surprise.
I should have known. Yes, I should have, but I did not.
Follow our 5-part series on The Journal, Sundays starting May 30th, wherever you get your podcasts.